Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of The Boys Reaction. This is Road Live, and my name is Matt. Hi, hello everybody, how is everyone doing today? So this is the second episode, which means that the first episode hasn't aired on YouTube Public yet. So if anyone left a comment on that, then I haven't read it yet. So I'm just going in on the sole knowledge that I got from episode 1. So what happened previous episode? We met the world that we were presented. We met our main characters. Main characters. Yeah, I would say Starlight is a main character. So we have Huey over here. Just a regular ass dude whose girlfriend got exploded by an uncaring superhero, because we live in superhero capitalistic dystopia. They are being unbelievably glorified, but all of them are pieces of shit, egotistical, narcissistic maniacs that get away with all sorts of immoral crimes. So there we go. That's the world we're in. We met this character called Billy Butcher, I believe his name was Billy, who kind of became the quest giver for Huey and was like, listen, this is bullshit, we need to do something about it, and they did. At the end of the episode, they ended up having a fight against Translucent. I think that was the name of the Invisible Man. They defeated him by inserting a piece of wire with an electrical charge inside of his asshole, and then he just died. Yeah, that was fun. We have Starlight, who is the defender of Des Moines. That's how you pronounce it? Yeah, sure. She joined the Seven, which is this glorified group of like awesome, the best superheroes ever. Is it just like within that region, or like within America, or is it worldwide? And we just happen to live here when they all hang out. And they all happen to be like American. So yeah, we don't know how that works. So that's the group of the Seven. I don't remember exactly their names. Also, now it's the Six because Translucent died. So yeah, we do have Starlight, the Deep, I hate him. Queen Maeve, I believe was her name. Black Noir, I think I remember Black Noir was the dude with like the mask. There's one. A-Train and Homelander, who we were. So we didn't know where Homelander stood, but the reality is that if the entire system is corrupt and all of them are corrupt, then the leader has to be corrupt as well. So Homelander sucks. At least I couldn't read his expression at the end of previous episode, but he did down a plane with a Chow on board because they knew too much about the Compound B or whatever that was. So yes, we have that storyline going on, and that's probably connected to what Billy Butcher said of like, what was A-Train carrying when he ran past Robin and couldn't stop, because he said that he was stopping some bank robbers, but there was nothing. So what was that? So yes, those are the pieces of the puzzle that were laid up. And yeah, now Huey and Billy Butcher took out one of the Seven, so now they're in some deep shit. So let's see what they do now. Maybe they'll form like a team, like a duo, and they're trying to investigate everything. They're gonna be like underground. Maybe Billy Butcher has a team already. We don't know. I do know that there's like the poster for the show in like promotional material. There's like a team of people, and I didn't pay attention to them, but it's like a team. It's not just two people. So there could be a team that we're gonna form, or we're gonna meet another team. We'll see how that goes. So yes, The Boys episode 2. I believe we're ready to start. So yeah, The Boys season 1 episode 2. Let's go. Oh yeah, and remember, you can check out the Patreon for early access and full length reactions. Just saying. All right, let's go. Okay, I like that this is an immediate continuation. Oh, cool, the logo. That's a problem. It is. He's alive.
Oh, thank fuck he's alive. Yes!
No, Huey, you don't fucking get it.
It is worse. We have to kill him. Thank God Translucent doesn't have like super strength or anything. Alright, this guy is loaded.
Means you brought that 40,000 you owe me?
Who is he? This guy? Oh, this here's Huey Campbell. We're gonna let him jump together.
And he's still alive?
You don't never want to hear that.
You dumb fucks are fucking dead. Have you any?
There we go. Yes, there we go.
That's translucent. This is not my problem, huh?
Well, it is now.
Yeah, he saw your face. Yeah, I was about to say, he made you see your face. Oh my god, this is a million people live stream.
How you doing? Look, I brought you something.
Oh my god, this PR bullshit.
I asked for translucent.
But you got the A train, baby.
The kid doesn't.
My wish was to meet translucent.
Oh my god. 2 million people. Oh boy, I just saw that.
You can swing by next week or some.
I'm gonna die tomorrow. Yeah, the doctor is like, the numbers are dropping. Crazy. And those are cringe views.
Better, and I'll teach you to run as fast as me.
Yeah?
Yeah?
You'll teach me to outrun cancer?
Where is translucent?
We know he's not in the building. He hasn't triggered any of the motion sensors. He's probably out on another one of his fucking vendors.
Are they gonna make a statue of Starlight here?
We haven't properly met yet. I'm
Look at
Starlight.
Black Noir. What's Black Noir's deal? Alright.
It was going to be deep and translucent, but everyone on 82 is so excited to get you out there. We see at least a 23% uptick in social media mentions and hero hashtags when there's a team up. People love a team up.
Oh my god. Do it for the views, do it for the clicks.
That stuff really blocks the chip signal.
Yeah, it's just RF shielding foil. You can get it at Fry's.
Oi, morning,
Well, you're in a
sunshine.
cage, hi.
You know who I am?
Not sure. I know so many invisible assholes.
You fucking amateurs!
Yeah, get fucked.
As hard as diamonds, it's nearly impossible to penetrate.
All right, I bet we suffocate him.
Some Dominicans already tried this, way back '07.
You're gonna kill him?
Bro? I like how they were
Bring him here for a fucking Happy Meal.
like
I'm not a murderer.
yet. I feel like we're going down that path.
I am.
Look,
What's
A-Train is a fierce competitor, but no
Oh.
one can be the world's fastest man forever.
Oh.
Still going strong, huh?
Almost as if from two small, high-intensity beams, roughly the width of human eyes.
Madeline, I heard him. Through the wall. He was blackmailing you.
I am the last person you need to save.
Yeah, but I did it for you.
I know.
Okay.
Did the timing occur to you? I have half the Senate Appropriations Committee coming tonight.
Okay. So Homelander's he's a dum-dum. A little bit.
Smile, look pretty, say my lines. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh, he actually doesn't like that.
Gods are pure and they're perfect.
Oh boy. Well, we're gonna have to leave Dad behind.
Listen, I know you've been taking Robin's accident real hard.
Wasn't an accident.
All right. My point is, you're a good boy. You're a sensitive boy. Come home. Okay, before you do something stupid, come home, Huey.
I gotta go.
No, wait, Huey.
Huey keeps having these moments. Ooh. That was a real hard punch. That was a fucking Jesus. I like this though. I like having a character who's just like losing it because the situation is just so fucked.
I'm sorry. I didn't really see anything down there, as a matter of fact.
That's what I thought.
Jesus.
And I trust we never have to have this conversation again. Now go fuck Shamu in the blowhole.
Jeez. I like any scene where Deep is not in control because fuck that guy. But also, Homelander, Jesus. They made an ultimate bullet. This fucking gun, holy shit. Okay, didn't do the job. Oh, did that destroy the thing that will isolate the chip? And now they can trace him back?
What the hell is he doing in Jersey City?
At least somewhere in this 10-block area.
God, they only call me when there's trouble at a dock. Or a river. Or lake. Canal.
I mean, what is your superpower, bro? Is it water control?
What's your problem?
You!
Is this about the other night again?
The fact that he's so far removed that he thinks that that doesn't matter.
You're not number 2 around here.
Oh.
You're just the fish guy.
Oh, that's
Everyone
nice.
thinks you're a joke.
Oh, I love that.
Me, most of all.
Oh, he's no one.
Hurry up, move faster. You're amazing. That was so great. That was really good.
They're
Smile.
filming this.
Yeah, stand over him and say this is lit. Smile at the camera, Starlight.
God, that sucks. That fucking sucks. That's the worst thing ever.
You made it suicide to go after the soups. What have you been doing back involved in this? I mean, you have a death wish?
You never let it go, probably.
What's got you so hot and bothered when a simple fuck you would suffice?
Fuck you.
You right then?
You're terrifying. Shitting in your tidy whities because you're in over your head. Fucked. And you know it. We fight gangs and terrorists. We save the world daily. I've stood in front of thousands of screaming fans, all of them creaming their jeans. Who are you? A water balloon filled with blood and meat.
That sucks though. The fact that he's like, I'm better than you. I wonder if he's gonna trick him by, because Translucent thinks that Huey cannot kill because he thinks he's a pussy. So maybe that he will use that in order for him to not turn invulnerable, and then he'll kill him on like a surprise attack. No, okay, save him. Oh God.
The girl said no.
Blind them. She might get in trouble for helping this victim though. Yeah, they're recording this, and then they're gonna use it. I think Huey will kill him by tricking him into thinking that he can't, and lowering his guard, and then he'll just do it.
I carry them all with me. It's like scars in a way.
Interesting take. Alright. Oh. Oh my god. That's a shapeshifter. Are they gonna blackmail him by using by saying, oh, he cheated on his wife or whatever?
Needing nipples to quit now. I am doing this.
Oh. He's gonna hit. Okay, he's getting off on that. So it's like, what if Superman had an unchecked ego? Is he getting an idea from watching Turtles on TV? What is your idea, buddy?
What the fuck, Starlight?
What?
We were about to rape a girl.
What girl? There's no girl in that video. You get a name?
No, she ran off.
Oh, great. She ran off. Great. Always get a fucking name.
I was with a young woman, all right?
And she was a shapeshifter.
Legal age. Her name was Rhonda. So this is impossible.
Shapeshift.
You shiver when you orgasm, sir. Lord Jesus.
That will be all, doppelganger.
Yeah. Doppelganger, start a name. That's good.
Fuck is he?
They, whatever.
It's not fatal to be homosexual these days.
It is in Oklahoma, sir. Where your voters live.
Oh my god.
No one wants your fucking soups in the army?
Jesus.
We'll see.
Homelander.
Oh, Homelander's.
What's his last known position, please?
Oh my
Why don't I
god.
just call Miss Stillwell?
No.
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 He's going rogue. He does things on his own.
I'm the Homelander.
Mm-hmm.
And I can do whatever the fuck I want.
There we go. That's how it works. Well, this is bad. This is awful. This is terrible. They had a plan though. What are we doing?
Flying sides. They're like the rest of ours. Soft.
So if we open your mouth or something?
If I'll stick something down your throat, you may vomit it up.
Your asshole.
You stuck a lump of plastique up your bum, son.
Oh, cool.
S-bomb.
Ass bomb. He's gonna get blasted ass first. He's gonna get blown up asshole first.
You know where it's coming from? Huh? Where? Pop close.
This Homelander's coming. Can they see him in some way?
What is that?
Homelander. What the fuck do we do? He can see through walls. Like, what the fuck do we do?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, you cannot be serious, huh?
Deadly.
What are they doing? Oh, they're gonna blow something else up? They're gonna blow up his car or some shit.
You're joking.
A burn.
No?
No joke, I'm afraid.
She has to burn something up right now.
Fine.
Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, Huey's in trouble. Oh God, he's there. He's there. He's there.
Well, if you got nothing back there, then you got nothing to worry about, right?
He can just see anyway, though. Oh, he left. He left. Oh, cool. Cool. I don't know how he managed to leave, but he left.
You'll be glancing over your shoulder your whole life till they find you, which they will.
Unless we kill them all. Oh, they're blowing up. They're blowing up Frenchie's house. That's what they were doing.
Everything alright, sir?
Oh my God. You're gonna blow him up. Oh, we're doing the sound thingy. He's freaking out. Blup. He's gonna do it. Done. Hey! Jesus! Oh my God. What now though? Okay, cool. And that's the end of the episode. Okay. That's why the name of the episode is Sherry. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, so that was episode 2. Sherry. That explains it at the end. Cherry bomb. So, yeah, okay. So this episode, we were struggling to get Translucent killed. we thought maybe we did previous episode because they were like, well, he ain't moving. But this episode is like, actually, he's alive. So, okay, the episode starts and Butcher here takes us to a guy that he knows. We get introduced to Frenchie. Is that his name? Frenchie. Yeah, Frenchie. Just Frenchie. So we get taken to Frenchie, who is this French guy. And he seems to be a superhero hitman. That seems to be his profession. He has a very niche job, I suppose. And he asks, like, who hires you? And he's like, well, whoever can pay. So there we go. Or like maybe not killing them, because it says like you can count like with like a hand the amount of people that the superheroes that were killed. He's like, well, I'm like, he finds a way to like disable them, I suppose, or like fight against them. And he's like, well, every superhero has their own unique characteristics, so now you have to find this very unique solution that every hero has. So that's what he specializes in. So Butcher gets him involved into this dumb bullshit, and he's like, you owe me like, how much was it? Like 40,000 or some shit. So that's happening. And then Butcher, and I like how Butcher like tricked him into like, he's like, look inside the trunk, what's in there? And then Translucent's in his face, and he's like, those fucking Translucent. And it's like, yeah, but now we saw your face, and now you have to help us. And I thought about it. You've seen your faces, so then that's where it went. And I'm just like, man, that's awesome. So I like how this entire situation is totally not what anyone planned. Like from episode 1, like the plan was, we're planting a bug on the 7th tower in the 7th boardroom, or whatever the name of that room is. We're planting a bug there, and we can hear what the fuck dumb bullshit they say, and then expose them or something. But no, like Translucent found it, then he follows you guys, then we run him over with a car, then we electrocute him. So I suppose the electricity didn't go all the way in. I suppose it was not inside the asshole. It was just the butt cheeks. So there you go. I mean, it did look like it. I just made the joke, but I was kind of hoping it would go all the way in, but suppose it didn't. So we did that, and then he's alive. Then we take him to this like hitman, and then we lock him in a cage with electricity, and then we try to figure out how to kill him by shooting shit at him and whatever, and nothing works. So then it's like, well, eventually Frenchie ends up having the idea of watching TV and watching a fucking turtle. He's like, well, it's only the shell that's hard. Like, it's only the skin. So clearly the only like solution we can do is to put something inside of him, like a bomb. And it's like, well, where do we put it inside? And it's like, well, it can't be the mouth because of like the gastridasis and everything. So we had to put a bomb inside his asshole. Well, not inside his asshole. Through the asshole, inside of him. So it's on his guts and shit. So, alright, bomb is in there, is in place. And I like how the moment that they saw that, Translucent was like, I'll help you guys out. It's okay. Like he realized he had the bomb, like he felt it, and then he was like, I can die. I'm not immortal anymore. Okay, I'll help you. I'll tell you anything you need. And he actually gave us some leads to what the fuck Adrian was doing. The night he killed the girl, okay, I don't know where he was, but I know where he was coming from. Pop Claus. He loves her. He doesn't think anyone else knows, but I know. I know a lot of things. He's there every night. Anyone knows what Adrian was doing is Popclaw. So that's a lead. So Adrian has some sort of relationship with Popclaw, who's another hero with things coming out of her arms or something. She sounds cool, maybe. So we're gonna go to her, and maybe she can give us some degree of information on what Adrian was doing, and that is our lead. Okay, it's a far place to reach, but it is a lead. So maybe that will be the next plot point of where we go from there. But the immediate problem is, what do we do now that fucking Translucent exploded and fucking Homelander was around? So the thing is that okay, so maybe he wouldn't hear that. So what happened is that, okay, so Homelander, and we're going to be talking about Homelander in a second, but like Homelander was around, and they're like, well, if we blow him up now, he's going to hear, and he can just see that it's us. Like, there's no escaping here. So, but I do like the distinction that Homelander, even though he's like all powerful, he's not like omniscient or omnipresent or any omni. Like, he's not like so incredible that he, like, you're instantly fucked. No, he would have to realize that is the house, that you're the people there. He will have to see Translucent. Like, he has to actually like focus in there and realize it, right? He's not a god. He just could be a god if the situation aligned properly. But in that sense, he's flying around and he is looking around, and he could theoretically see you, but he's not doing it because he didn't focus on that spot. So even though he could see you and he could hear you, he didn't, because it's not a 100% just every time omnipresent being. He is just someone that has the ability to do so. But it is limited by like his mind, by like his human brain, by the fact that he has to like focus on a place and he has to like realize things. Like, he's still human. He has a human brain and he has to do human shit in order to figure things out. So there you go. That's cool. I like that. I like that. That's a thing for him. So now, the plan is, so Butcher and Frenchie went to this band and okay, I like that Butcher instantly said a word. I don't remember what the word was, but it was a reference to a previous job they did together before. Pittsburgh. And Frenchie's instant face is like, oh, you cannot be serious. You know how much that will cost me? So that they know a plan. Like, they work together enough to know what that meant in one word. And I like that. So Butcher idea is, all right, we're just gonna blow up a building, we're gonna blow up your house, and that will make Homelander go there instead of staying here with us. So they go into the van, and he calls the chick that is on his house and is like, okay, babe, I'm gonna need you to cause a fire. And she's like, oh, really? Okay, give me 3 minutes. I like how like apathetic she is on this whole situation. She's like, sure, 3 minutes. And then she starts setting shit up. And so then Homelander is just like, knock, knock. Is like, hey, you, a man in the band. What are you doing? Who are you? Do you live here? Like, questioning him, and it's like, can I see inside the band? And then he's looking inside the band, and Butcher's not there because Butcher fucking left. He's just hiding like behind like a trash can or something. I like that. I don't know how he did it, like, but sure. And through the computer, yeah, that's what the computer was for. It was in order to trigger the detonation, I suppose. That's what it was, right? So, like, yeah, like the woman left the building, and then they triggered the detonation by using the computer. And I like that Frenchie is like, something wrong, sir? Everything all right, sir? And Homelander is like, he doesn't say anything, but like Homelander is the only one that will realize it in the scene. Like, Frenchie knows that a building just blew up, and but the only person that could hear it would be Homelander. So of course Homelander is the only one that reacted to it, and everyone else just Frenchie is the only person in the scene. He's like, yeah, what's happening? So he just left, and there we go. That worked. Here's the thing, though. I don't know how far away that building was. So if it was decently far away enough, then I suppose Homelander maybe wouldn't hear Translucent blowing up. Because the thing is that Huey did it, Huey triggered the explosion not on time. Like, he didn't wait for anyone to tell him to blow it up. Huey just did it out of his own volition. And I want to point that out, is that this character Huey is going to grow up a lot. I can tell you right now, he's going to grow up a lot. Because from episode 1, the idea was that he's like, well, you don't have the fight in you. You never have. Like, that's what his dad tells him. And he quit at one point. He was like, I can't do this. I can't. Then he decided to do it. And now he's locked in this path of like crazy shit happening. And now he has to do it. Right. And this is something that I really like. And like consistently we've had through episode 1 and now here moments where he just like freaks out. Like inside his mind, like you can hear the rumbling and he's like freaking out and he starts punching walls and shit because he's just in so much stress. He's having an emotional outburst and he just like blows up, right? And we saw it here again, and then we just decided to trigger it. Like he just focused and he was like, fuck you, boom, blew it up. And like Translucent exploded and it was just an explosion of blood, and then Huey's covered in it and he's just like nothing, no reaction. So he clearly just did the mental flip, because when he shocked him in the asshole he was like freaking out, but here he just blew him up. 100% definitive, he blew up, he's dead, and he's just covered in blood and he's like, sure. Like he did the mental flip of like, yes, he's dead, I've murdered a man, sure, done, easy. Keep your hands clean. Yeah, didn't. Fuck you, sign. Fuck you, baby. So there we go. That's what happened. I do like that. I want to see where Huey goes, because Huey might like evolve a lot throughout the series, and that's going to be really interesting to see. And even there was like a conversation with Frenchie where Frenchie was like there was this woman and she was like super like proper and elegant, but she had like dirt on her fingernails and colorless hands, and he was like, oh, I wonder what that was for. Like why that was that. Like it was so weird in a woman that looked like that. And it was like, anyway, I only met her for like 10 seconds, but you know, I will always remember that because she was my first kill. And then Q was like, oh shit. And it's like, yeah, because like every person that I kill, like it's like a scar that I carry with me. And that is an interesting take, because usually, well, it's not completely original, but usually the way it works is that it's like you become numb to it. But Frenchie decided to just carry those kills with him. Like, he's a hitman. He kills people. That's his job. But he doesn't become dehumanized, like he doesn't dehumanize to it or become desensitized to it. Well, I mean, to a degree, I'm sure. But he decides to carry the memory of those people with him, right? So he always remembers what they were before he took them lives. So that is interesting. I want to know more about Frenchie. So I'm assuming Frenchie is going to become a cast member. Maybe that other lady that was in the building will become a cast member too. Or maybe she'll go into hiding. Like, somewhere or another, like that lady, I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know what the deal with that lady is. We didn't spend any time with her. So yeah, that's happening. Yeah, I suppose that's what happened on the main story side of things. But then we also get to spend a lot of time with what was going on over at the 7. So, couple things. Wait, what is the name of this lady? Madeline. Okay, cool. So Madeline. Okay, couple things. I don't know what the deal with Madeline is, but she's like the commander of the superhero team. Is she like the mayor of whatever city this is or some shit? Like, what is her deal? She has a degree of power over what's happening, and she commands all of the superheroes, or like the most powerful people ever. So there you go. Okay, couple things. I want to talk about fucking Homelander. Should have just talked about Homelander right now. No, let's talk about Starlight and what Starlight was up to. So Starlight had to do a mission with the Deep. I hate the Deep. Anyway, the thing about that is that after that, Starlight was, I don't know what she was. Well, I suppose she was going back to the tower, and she came across two dudes about to commit rape. So then she's like, "All right, fuck those dudes, fuck them. I'm blinding them and beating the shit out of them." The victim run away, and it's like, okay, cool. So there you go. That lady, that lady left, and the two people were beat up. But somebody was recording that. Somebody was filming that. So what happened afterwards is that there's a public uproar of like, what the fuck? You beat these people up. Like, you're Starlight. You're causing a PR disaster. They just think you're a psycho bitch to just beat up random people. That sucks, dude. Like, well, like, that also doesn't make any sense. Because you get, like, they're making, like, this whole, like, oh, fuck you, you're fucking things up, Starlight. But, like, they can just go on TV and say, like, those two guys were about to rape a girl, and I saved the girl, and she ran away, and then I beat them up. You can just go on TV and say that. And yes, maybe not everyone will believe you, but in the same way that A-Train is over there saying like, oh, you know, I was chasing some bank robbers or whatever, and you know, she was standing in the middle of the stream, and I couldn't just stop, you know, like the same way that A-Train can go on TV and say shit like that. They can Starlight can totally go on TV and say like, I was protecting this like woman that was about to get raped. She can totally just go on TV and say that, and people will believe her because she's fucking Starlight of the Seven. The same way that A-Train can do that shit, she can do that shit too. And maybe not everyone will believe her, but that doesn't fucking matter. If they can just lie on TV and get away with it, they can go on TV and say the truth and get away with it as well. Fuck you. Fuck those two guys. Just fucking give them $1,000 and then whatever, right? Well, the thing that they're worrying about, well, the thing they're talking about is like the PR disaster that it's on social media, right? It's the fact that everyone on social media is like, all right, this is this fucking crazy bitch, and also they know their secret identity, like her human version, because someone is like, oh, I went with her with school, she was bulimic, hashtag she was bulimic, whatever. So yeah, so that's happening. Sure. Something else. I mean, it's not like people wouldn't know who she was, because like it's clearly her face. Like, even if she's not wearing her human regular clothes, she's still her, but with like a dumb costume on TV. Anyone that went to school with her would totally be able to be like, oh yeah, that's her. Like, it's not like it's a secret. Like, fuck you guys. It's not like that would be a secret. All right, so anyway, that's the end of that. Moving on. Yeah, fuck everything about that. Fuck everything about like the social media like thing about like superheroes for the sake of clicks and publicity and selling merch other than saving people. Like, fuck that. Fuck all of that. Then she was in a mission with the Deep, and like, again, like, they did the mission, they beat up a couple bad guys. It was just like 4 people that were like trafficking drugs. It wasn't even like the craziest, like, most evil shit ever. It was just 4 guys with like this amount of drugs. And then they catch them, they blind them, they beat them up, and then fucking everyone, just like a whole crew of cameras walks in and is like, oh, good job, oh, you did amazingly, so how was that? And then the Deep is just completely playing the character of like, oh yes, and then Starlight is like, wait, what the fuck? And they're like, Starlight, smile. It's just like, what? Like, fuck you, fuck all of that, fuck all about the Seven and everything they stand for and this entire fucked up society. They also blackmail this, like, I want to get his name, Senator Calhoun. They blackmailed the fuck out of him by, oh, I can see Black Noir's actor. right here on the X-ray. So anyway, they blackmailed the fuck out of Senator Calhoun here by sending a shapeshifter to fuck with him, and then he turned into a gross fat dude. And then they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna release these pictures, and then he's like, well, it doesn't matter. Nowadays, people don't mind that people are gay, and he's like, well, you're fucking Oklahoma, was it? Oklahoma does, and that's where your voters live. So what are you gonna do? So he's passing a bill that apparently makes it so superheroes can now be part of the army or some shit, or like, what was it, like you can use superheroes as like army people. That's fucked. That's fucked up. They're privatizing. They're privatizing public forces to fucking this fucked up people. So fuck that. Fuck all about that. Everyone here, everyone involved in this is a bad person and is fucked up. Like I'm realizing now that seeing this side of the story makes it so you are totally down with the other side of the story, with Huey and Butcher, right? That side of the story is totally fine because you get to see this side of the story. Like, one side of the story shows you how fucked the world is, and the other one shows you the rising like opposition that is happening. And despite them blowing up people, you're like, yeah, get them, fuck them, and fuck everything they stand for, you know? So yes, that is the importance of Starlight's side of the story. I like that. Let's talk about Homelander. This is a very interesting character. Because he's almost not like black and white. He's just like egotistical. I suppose, like, is he Yes. Is he narcissistic? I'm not entirely sure. I want to say no. I want to say he's not necessarily narcissistic. Like, he doesn't love himself. Maybe he does. Like, we haven't seen about him enough that he could. Because he has moments where he's like, I'm fucking Homelander and I can do whatever the fuck I want. But maybe he's not narcissistic in the fact that he loves being Homelander. But I think he definitely abuses the power that the name Homelander gives him, right? That's the thing. Is that I don't know if he loves just saying, oh, I'm Homelander and so I'm great. But he will go and say, I am Homelander and I can do this. I am Homelander and I have access to that because I can do whatever I want. Like, he doesn't love being Homelander. He loves doing whatever he feels like he has to do, because he has access to it because he's Homelander, right? That's it. So we got to learn, and I caught on to this like previous episode. I mentioned it, and I was like, what's happening over there? And it's the fact that, wait, what's her name again? Madeline. The fact that Madeline, she talked to the guy that blew up on the plane last episode. She was talking to him, and she came to like an agreement of like, yes, this is what we're gonna be doing. This is the plan. This is the deal. We're cool. But then Homelander blew up the plane anyway, and it's like, what's happening? So what happened was that Homelander heard that happening in the tower. He heard it. He heard the discussion, and then he was like, oh, that guy is blackmailing her. And then he's like, well, I'm gonna kill him for her. So Homelander is a simp. Homelander is a simp. We learned this. Homelander is a dumb simp. This is very interesting. It's very interesting. Superman is a simp. He's also like, that's the thing. It's the like, he's abusing his powers in order to have access to doing shit that he just wants to do. He feels like doing. And like, we see that he decides to go and take down the plane because I'm assuming he has feelings for Madeline over here. I don't know why. She sucks too. Both of you suck. But I'm assuming he has feelings for her. And he comments on like her, like the pumping of the breast or whatever. And at one point he looks at her breast and he says, oh, you're leaking or whatever. So that's happening. But also, and he does say, I destroyed that plane for you. I did it for you. He was shaking you down. He was blackmailing you, whatever. And then Madeline is like, have you thought about the fact that the senators are not coming here and like the timing is just awful. And Homelander is like, yeah, I didn't think about that. And it's like, yeah, you didn't, but it's okay. Like, let me take care of you, you know? And she praises him because Homelander's, oh, you're going to protect me. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna. Like, gods need to be worshipped and they're perfect and they need to be taken care of or whatever. Just playing to his ego. So that's definitely is doing things to him. Homelander like strikes me as the character, and I have to praise like the actor that plays Homelander because like his expressions are like mixed consistently. I'm just like consistently it feels like there's like three emotions happening at the same time. He's not like, he strikes me as the kind of person that was like bullied a lot as a child and was like super fucked up, and he grew up with a lot of problems, and then he was super praised for being like so awesome, and then that's just his life. He went from one to the other, and now he has like, okay, so he doesn't necessarily have a lot of like social ability, social skills. He doesn't understand a lot about human empathy or understanding, and then he's just super praised. And he's not necessarily a person that is evil. He's just a person that grew up in this situation where he's just like, everything around him like lined up in such a manner that he grew up without all the requirements in order to become a normal ass person. And now he's praised, now he's like a god, now he's the best, and now his ego is completely unchecked, and now he can do whatever he wants. So yes, he will go and watch through the wall how you're pumping your breasts because he gets off on you. He will do that. Talking about her nipples and everything, and he gets off on that. And he will just watch that. Yeah, and he's getting off on it 100%. He was totally having an erection there, and he'll probably go on JO afterwards. Maybe he can JO off with his mind. Maybe that's part of his superpower. Maybe he's so powerful we can just JO without actually doing it. Oh, that's interesting. I think there's some people on the planet that can do that actually. Somehow. Yeah, I think I read about something like that. I think there was like a woman that she could do it on command. No, I think I'm confusing it with the woman that like just couldn't stop. Like actually, and it was like a problem. Yeah. Okay. But I'm sure some people can do it in command. I'm sure there's some unique people out there that can do it in command. Anyway, yeah, so God, I was about to be like, yo, leave out in the comments if you think that Homelander can JO on command. I mean, he can come on command. He can command that if he can do that on command without actually doing it. Doing the motion, I mean. Okay, this conversation went places. The thing about where I was going is that Homelander seems to be an interesting character because he has a degree of depth, right? Like, the thing about Homelander is that he's all powerful. I don't think he relates to people very much because that also is also the thing about like, well, if you're a god, then how do you relate to normal humans, right? So that probably is what his background is. Like, he never related to regular people. Maybe he was never close to people, or if he was close to people, he was betrayed and used because he is so powerful, right? So he was never treated as a normal person, and then he grew up being that, and then he was put in a pedestal, and then his ego is unchecked, and his actions are unchecked, and he just doesn't have any of any semblance of normalcy to him anymore. So he will do all of this, and he's also all powerful, so he can do whatever he wants. So, like, yes, he doesn't have the morality limiters, the social limiters, and he's all powerful, and this is what we get, right? He's not necessarily evil. He's just egotistical and has no brakes. That's what it is. Like, in a way, this reflects to like I remember reading about this a little bit with I think it was Andrew 3000. Yeah. So Andrew 3000, I just randomly I was reading into him, and I think I saw a video that was like talking about his life and several interviews that he talked about, and it was about how he essentially became like famous, or he started to become famous about like at like 17, and I remember that he explained that like it becoming famous at such an early age, like it definitely affected his growth as a person, and it definitely affected his perception of things and how to do things and everything. So like he found himself at like in his, I think it was in like his 30s or late 20s, he was like finally getting to like do things and understand things that he was supposed to already know as an adult, but he was never able to do that because from a very young age, essentially a teenager, he was forced into becoming like a celebrity, right? And I'm assuming that it's definitely a level of that for Homelander. It's definitely a level of that because I'm also looking at Homelander. He seems to be fairly young. I can say that he's like 30 or whatever. Like, okay, so let's do this. Let's do Anthony Starr. That's the name of the actor. Anthony Starr age. Just give me the age of the actor. Okay, he's 45. Yeah, cool. I can see 45. But he even looks younger as Homelander that he does as the actor. I can totally see Homelander being like 30, 35, late 20s even. He's just one of those actors that looks fairly young. And also, I assume they made him look young in the show as well, because they can totally go for this look, go for that look. So yeah, totally. So I'm assuming Homelander here, he might be in his 30s. If he is in his 30s and he is Homelander, like he has all his powers and all this crazy shit, and he's revered as like a god. He's the best, whatever. He's like the biggest celebrity on the planet. I think he's fucked up. I think he didn't have proper development. And I think that the level of celebrity, not only like, yeah, so it's not only the fact that he's all powerful, it's also that he's a celebrity. Oh, I didn't even think about that. It's the worst mixture ever. It really is. So I'm assuming that this is what the character is. It's like, what would happen if this kid was born with all these powers, had stunted development because of it, and then turned into like the most known person on the planet, and also was all powerful? What would happen? This would happen. He's not inherently evil, but he just doesn't have a morality limiter anymore. He just doesn't give a shit. Because he will do whatever he wants to do. Because nobody can tell him otherwise. Because it's fucking Homelander. He can do whatever he wants. So there you go. Oh, this is a very interesting character. Like, I do actually do like Homelander as a character. I don't necessarily hate him. Like, and it's weird because I watched like a reaction to the first episode. I think I watched 2 channels. Blind Wave and I'm on Snow, 2 great channels, and I don't remember I'm on Snow, but Blind Wave definitely like hated this guy as soon as like the episode ended. Fuck that guy. And yes, of course, he took down a plane. A child was in it, but like the way I was seeing it, like I even said it in the reaction. I was like, yeah, that is the tactical child that the plot has developed in order to make it even worse whenever he dies when the plane goes down. Like I was like, that's the purpose of the child on the scene, in order to make it even worse. So I like saw it happen before it did, but like even then, I don't hate Homelander nearly as much as I hate the Deep or A-Train, because they're assholes. Homelander doesn't act like an asshole, and in fact, he necessarily isn't an asshole in the things that he does, but he abuses his power. And that's what it is. It's that he, more than anyone else, abuses his power. So that's how that works. Oh, I just remember that like Starlight referred to the Deep as like the joke. And I like that. The Deep is not it's not number 2 over here. He's a joke. So I like that the Deep is just some dude. Fuck that guy. So yeah. Fuck Deep. Awful dude. We didn't see a lot of anyone in this well, like Black Noir just doesn't do anything. Oh, for a second, watching the episode, I thought there's 7 of them. What if they are supposed to like represent like the 7 deadly sins, and each of them represents one of them? That would be fun and thematic, like Full Metal Alchemist. But like, which one would be which? Is my question. I don't know anything about Queen Maeve, so I can't say anything. I mean, all of them just seem to be like loving the smell of their own farts, and like Homelander less so, but Homelander will abuse his power. Like, he's not obsessed with himself. He just wants to do something and does it because he can. Nobody can tell him no. So that's how it works. So yeah, there we go. All right, I really like this character actually. I don't hate him. I think he's very interesting. I fuck him because of the things that he does, but and he's also perpetuating part of the problem. So like, fuck everything that's happening on that side of the story. But if we're talking about people that we hate, the Deep, number 1, A-Train number 2, and then whatever. I don't care, but we'll get to see. So yeah, there we go. I do like how they deal with Translucent. I really do that. I really do like that. It was great. So yeah, we got Frenchie on the team now. That's cool. We get to see what's gonna happen next episode. Huey's covered in blood. That was cool. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out here and watching this reaction episode to The Boys. I'm skimming through it, see if there's anything else I want to watch. I want to talk about. But yeah, A-Train wasn't like a live stream. I like that there's just a straight up Facebook live stream happening there. But I don't much care for that. Like, it's just supposed to like drill harder the like idea of like, yeah, these are social media heroes. They're not real heroes. So there you go. And of course, Homelander over here just fucking intimidating Deep into not saying anything anymore. I hope this never repeats again, you know, that thing. So yeah, that was fun. Oh, Butcher went to met with this woman that's working for the CIA. What's her name? Agent Susan Rayner. Yeah. And apparently they had a thing. They fucked in bathrooms or whatever. And yes, he wanted to get help from her, like a classified file on Translucent, and if they can like kill him or something. And she declined. She didn't help. So there we go. But now she knows that that's the person who got Translucent or was involved in the killing. So there we go. And yeah, we'll see what happens next episode after Huey blew up fucking Translucent. Because like maybe Homelander heard her and maybe not, so we'll see. Either way, Huey's covered in blood, so we'll see what happens there. Maybe it won't be instantly after what happens afterwards. Maybe there will be like a minor time skip, so we'll see. Anyway, that's it for this episode of The Boys. Thank you for hanging out here with me. Alright, thank you so much for watching this reaction episode to The Boys. If you would like to see next one, as well as full length, you can do so over at Patreon. Check out the link in the description for that. Also the pinned comment. Social media, everything else. And I'll see you guys next time, okay? Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.